Fearless Recovery Tarot. This is a new addition to my channel. I'm in recovery myself, so I wanted to do just some guidance for you guys. And I've never seen it before, so anyways, welcome. Thanks for all your likes, comments, and subscribes. Okay, so this is just going to be for general energy, what's going on with you lately, some guidance, some advice, all that good stuff. So let's see what Spirit has to say first. Let's start with the prayer. Father God, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for this beautiful day. It is not promised. Please only let those that walk in the light in. Thank you for all your guidance, love, and wisdom. We are nothing without it or you. What messages do you have for my Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the Recovery Collective? What messages do you have for my Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the Recovery Collective? What messages? I'm feeling, first word I'm getting in my head is sustainability. Sustainability. Some of you are trying to get up the ranks in your job. Some of you are trying to get to a place where you feel comfortable again. That's what I'm getting, comfortable again. Some of you are going through a huge transition. This is something that shattered your belief system, which isn't easy to break. I know for you Tauruses, I know you guys, and once you find success, you are stubborn. No hate, no hate. I'm stubborn in my own ways. But this feels like a huge transition for you. This feels like trying to get more financially abundant within yourself. For some of you, there's children involved. Some of you are just at the start of your recovery and you're going through a separation with your partner. Okay, let's get the cards out. Saturn in 10th house. Boom. I can't even make this up. I can't even make this shit up. Okay. 10th house talks about your responsibility, your success, and becoming a person of power and status within yourself, right? Saturn talks about being realistic. It talks about restrictions, limitations, the hard lessons that come before we reap rewards, right? So this is exactly what I was talking about. Some of you could be going through a cycle where you feel like you just can't get ahead at work. Or you have a shit ton of responsibility on you and you just feel overwhelmed, overloaded. Some of you can't find a job because of the pandemic and what's going on within the pandemic. And it's driving you crazy. It's driving you absolutely mad. Okay. First card out is Two of Pentacles reversed. Two of Pentacles reversed talks about, it talks about, some of you could be having trouble speaking your truth as well. You could be keeping something hidden or suppressed and trying to distract yourselves with the Three of Cups. I mean, this is happy and they're all very happy, but what's going on the inside? Because this is what's going on the inside. Why is that? It's like I'm seeing a lot of you going out with people, talking to people, maybe even going to meetings, trying to get yourselves out there. Almost like a fake it till you make it. That's what I heard in my head. Fake it till you make it. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, what's this Eight of Swords about? What's this Eight of Swords about? Very guarded. Very guarded. There's something that you're not revealing to the world with the World reversed. This is talking about a cycle that hasn't closed yet. Something hasn't closed yet. There's no closure to this. But you're guarded to that closure. It's like you don't... some of you have a certain person in mind. And you feel trapped with this person. Because there's, look at that man looking at that woman and she's bonded. But she's bonded by her own choice. So it's like there's no closure between a relationship. This could be a family member. This could be a friend. This could be an ex, or the person that you're going through a separation with. What's this about? What's this relationship about? What's going on? Someone here is trying to manifest, but it's not what their heart wants. It's almost like, let's get this Knight of Wands. It almost, okay, don't quote me on this, but it's like you're going after what your ego wants. You're not going after what your heart wants. But it's like you're so unwilling to see what your heart wants that you feel good about what you're manifesting, but you keep getting blocked. Whatever you're manifesting, it keeps getting blocked or warped, or it's not exactly what you wanted, and you start to feel like you could even be receiving success. You could be receiving success at this time, and going after it rapidly, almost compulsively with this Wands energy. But you don't feel successful at the end of it. It's like you're abundant in all this manifestation, but you're not finding success in any of those manifestations, if that makes any sense. And if you guys don't know what a manifestation is basically our thoughts, our energy. So we co-create with everything around us, right? So we have to take accountability for the fact that our thoughts are energy. Okay, and with all of this energy changing, and we can feel it, there's no going back to before 2020, you know. If you're a sensitive being and you're watching my channel, I know you can feel it. So there's this rapid need to go after these old wishes that no longer serve you. Maybe these were wishes that could have fulfilled you at a younger time in your life. Maybe these were something was paused and something was put on hold, and you had this new inspiration to start this. But I think the reason why you feel blocked or you don't feel successful is because it's not coming from the heart, it's coming from the ego. And there has to be a realization of that. There has to be a surrender and a flexibility. I'm hearing control. There's a lot of control issues going on here with this Two of Cups as well. Why is this Two of Cups popping up? What is this Two of Cups about? What is this Two of Cups about? Oh boy. Okay. I feel like your heart wants to go towards somebody. Your heart wants to go towards somebody, but it's either you or this other person feels very guarded, and it's like you're trying to create this future, but you haven't closed out the past. You haven't closed out the past. And so there's all these heavy things you're trying to keep out of your mind. It's like almost like this scenario I'm seeing play back in my head, maybe an argument that happened, maybe an inner judgment, but it's almost like you two don't realize that you're reflections of each other. Like the way that the other person act, like you guys are projecting onto each other your own insecurities and fears. And that's why there's not willing to be closure, because either one of you or both of you, the walls aren't coming down. The ego isn't, there's like this need to mend it within your heart, within your soul. And you know that, but you really struggle. You really struggle to let go. Okay, let's go to advice. For some of you, I'm hearing that a 4-step is needed for this. For those of you who aren't aware of a 4-step, it's basically when you You start to list out all of the resentments that you have on people that you have. You start to list off the ways that those resentments affected you in that time, like your money, your sexuality, all of that stuff, your love, your trust, all of that. And then you basically write out where you were responsible in that. And when you take accountability for that, when you take accountability for what happened to you, that projection or that person or that situation will start to dissipate because you've learned the lesson. There's no need to be afraid. There's no need to be afraid. Courage. Oh my God, I cannot make this up. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. What a beautiful card. Yeah, I feel like health, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I feel like for some of you, you're so stubborn. You're stubborn and you're stubborn, and if you keep this resentment inside, it's going to affect your physical health. This is a warning. This is an omen, if it hasn't already. If you've been feeling sick, if you've been feeling tired, if you've been feeling like you just can't get up and go, if you've been feeling like you cannot start your days off right. That's what I'm hearing in my head for some reason. That's why. It's because you're holding this in your heart, and maybe you're not acting upon it. Maybe not every day you're vowing vengeance upon this person, but it's this. I'm hearing that there's a reminder of this person. There's a reminder that there's no closure. It's like every day you're reminded. And even if it's for a split second, and even if you're trying to cover it up, it's still there. And that's the problem. And that's why you're reaching these blockages within your manifestations. I know 4 steps are scary, guys, but they change lives for a reason, you know? I hate to be that person, but it's true. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. I feel like with this card, there's a perspective difference between you two. There's love there. There's definitely love there, but there's a perspective difference. And I feel like one of you is meant to be a teacher for the other. To open up your heart, to accept more in, to let more love in, to let more love in. But for some reason you're resisting. It's important that you find that place of peace. It's important that you take at least 10 minutes every night before you go to bed and write out a gratitude list, okay? It's the reason why it's important to have that type of energy, or to start the energy in the day with that, is because whatever you're vibrating at, whatever your emotional vibration is at, which let's just put it on a barometer, shame being the lowest, love being the highest, right? Okay, if you have something stuck within your heart, just because you're acting one way on the outside doesn't mean that your body is vibrating like that on the inside, right? So it's important that we find our own inner peace. And I feel like what the main issue is here is that you're trying to find inner peace from outer resources, from other people. And they're great and everything like that. But keep in mind that these people that are giving you advice and telling you to move forward with no closure possibly, or those people have different life experiences, journeys, and ways and experiences that have changed them and conditioned them to think a certain way, okay? They don't have to wake up every day with a decision that you have to make. They don't wake up with the feelings that you have. They don't wake up with the consequences to the choices that you make. So keep that in mind, guys. Okay. I think I'm going to close it out with a guidance card because I'm already reaching 15 minutes. What's a guidance card for Taurus at this time? What does Taurus need to know at this time? Service. I feel good when I can help others. Find that compassion in your heart. Find that compassion in your heart. Maybe if you're not ready to find that compassion with that certain individual, maybe it might be a good idea to get a service position. It might be, well, I know with COVID, things are kind of different, but it's good to help other people out in whatever way you can, even if that's the newcomer. Service. It'll help your heart. All right, guys, until next time, thank you for all your likes, comments, and subscriptions. I love you all. I'll see you later.